How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all having a beautiful day. 2K25 has finally dropped, and I am so excited. I've been enjoying this game so much. We're 2 days in, and I see a lot of build videos out there. I see a lot of people uploading all this stuff, just trying to pump out content as fast as they can when the game drops, but not me. We've been looking around for that pure playmaker build, the one that I know you guys are on this video for. And I believe I found 3 builds that will satisfy the itch that all you little playmakers have out there, including myself. Now, I got 3 builds for you guys. One is the build that I actually made and upgraded, and that build doesn't have the pure playmaker name. I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, it doesn't have the pure playmaker name, but it does play and feel a lot like a pure playmaker. The stats definitely resemble a pure playmaker, but unfortunately, no, we don't got that name. Then the second 2 builds, we've got names that are much closer to the pure playmaker. The last build in this video specifically is actually a gem. And I don't like to sit here and act like I have some exclusive stuff, like I'm better than the other people that are making videos, but I gotta say, this third build in this video is actually amazing. I honestly think I'm gonna make it as my rebirth. I'm just waiting to get this guy to at least a 95 before I make my rebirth. But that build, yeah, trust me, stick around for that third build. You're not gonna regret it, especially if you're here for one of those pure playmaker builds. The third build is for you. But yeah, I guess I don't want to waste your time anymore. You guys got some 2K to play and you just want to watch a quick video and make your build. I get it. So yeah, let's just get right into these builds. Okay, here we are. The first build, this is the build that I made, the build I upgraded, and the build I honestly still think is really good. So we got a point guard, 6'2", 167 for the weight, and a 6'8" wingspan. Continue. These are the stats. So we got the 80 driving layup, 75 drive dunk, 85 three-pointer, 94 pass accuracy, 85 ball handle, 94 speed with ball, 85 perim, 83 steal, 60 block, 60 defense, offensive rebound, 89 speed, 80 agility, and 72 vertical, 45 strength. Let me break it down a little bit. So when I made all 3 of these players, including this one, they still work the way they are. They work at the surface level, but I made them with cap breakers in mind. So I plan to grind out this game and at least get the first 2 sets of cap breakers. That would be 10 cap breakers. I'm hoping I can get all 15, but I don't know for sure. Although I'm still going to talk to you about where I'd put them if I did get all 15. And let's not forget, because I think a lot of people are forgetting this, but Mike Wang said that they're going to release more cap breakers throughout the year of the game. And we don't know how you're going to get these cap breakers yet. Maybe there'll be season rewards. Maybe there'll be event rewards. I think event rewards probably makes a little more sense. But either way, there is going to be some possibility to get even more cap breakers than just the 15 that are in the rep rewards. So let's think about that and take that into account. So my first 5 cap breakers, I plan to put 2 on steel. That's going to put my steel up to an 85 and give me interceptor on gold. Apparently that jump from silver to gold interceptor is noticeable. And with this 6'8" wingspan, I already hawk lanes, but now with the 6'8" wingspan and gold interceptor, I'm definitely going to be playing passing lanes like crazy. And then the last 3 cap breakers out of the first 5, I'll put on ball handle to get that 98 ball handle. We'll get legend ankle assassin, legend handles for days, and Hall of Fame unpluckable. Those are like some sick badges. I cannot wait to try ankle assassin on legend. That's like the main reason I made this player. I made this small playmaker because I wanted the legend ankle assassin. Now with the next 10 cap breakers, my thought was to grab, and you can do this in any order, but for me, I want to get that second set, the 5 from, I believe it's Elite 2 or something. I don't know what the actual names are, but the second last rep range, the second tier rep in that range is the second set of cap breakers. We have 85 3. I want to put 4 on my 3-pointer to get 89 3. That's going to give me limitless range on silver, set shot specialist on gold, and shifty shooter on silver. That's pretty big. Those are some nice increases. And then I'll have 1 more still. I can really toss that wherever, but my plan is next to upgrade pass accuracy. So I'd probably grab that 1, toss it on pass accuracy for the 95. And then with the last set of cap breakers I get, use it to max out my pass accuracy at a 99 and get Legend Bailout, Legend Versatile Visionary, Legend Break Starter, Legend Dimer. I feel like that's really awesome. Like, I really want to try Legend Dimer. You know I love my Dimer. You know, if you've watched any of my other videos, I think Dimer is like the pinnacle of the pure playmaker. When I think of a pure playmaker, I think of the Dimer badge. And now that there's another tier of it, a higher tier of it, I have to try it. I just have to. And I know I can use my badge boost on it to bump it from Hall of Fame to Legend, which I actually might do on my current player right now. But in the long run, if I can just put that all the way up to a Legend off rip, and then put my badge booster somewhere else, that would be even nicer. So this is the first build. This is my player. We're gonna complete it here. I'll show you the build name. We got two-way inside out playmaker. This is my official build of 2K25 as of now. If anything changes, of course, you know you guys are getting the info first. I'm uploading the video. I'll show you if I build a new player. But the two-way inside out playmaker, this is my guy. This is my player, and I really enjoy him. Now, the next player I need to show you guys. This is the playmaking point. That's it. That's the build name. I know it's not what you want. It's not what I want. Playmaking point. Why did they have to add the point? Why couldn't they just give us playmaker, right? It would have been so simple when we would have had a nice build name, but no, 2K had to give us playmaking point. And this is the build, okay? So we got 6'2". We have a larger wingspan on this player because we can't get high shooting or else we lose the build name. So we might as well max out the wingspan so at least we can, you know, play some better defense and all that. But yeah, this is the build. Not very nice, right? The perimeter defense is low. The steal is lower. The three-pointer is at 76. Whereas we just had an 85 before. We have a 75 driving dunk and a 79 driving layup. We'd actually have to use a cap breaker just to get the ankle taker takeover because we need an 80 driving layup. Like that's what I mean. This build is just not it. But I'm going to show it to you anyways because it does have the name. And yeah, like, let's just take a quick look. We still have a 94 ball handle. If I wanted to get the legend badges, I'd actually have to put 4 cap breakers on here now, not 3. Pass accuracy is a 95. Still, you know, you could do the same thing with the cap breakers if you wanted to. But then the defense, we have a 78 perimeter and a 79 steal. Like, 78 perimeter is going to be low for this game. We've already seen that if you have a low perimeter defense, people can shoot over your head. And as a 6'2" player, 78 is pretty low. Now, we do have a large wingspan to kind of help make up for it. But I still, like I said, I don't know how it'll play. We're still early on in the year, and I don't trust a 78 perimeter defense. I want better defense than that, especially on a small player. And then, you know, we always do the rebound. We try and put some block if we can. This build has some interior. That's nice. You know, where else are you going to put it when you sacrifice stats everywhere else? You're going to have extras. Then we put a 90 speed and a 90 agility on this build. Because my thought process was, if my defense is shit, I'd at least want to be fast so I can try and cut people off faster or close out quicker, you know, whatever it might be. So I put higher agility and speed, and then we have higher vertical. I figured it might help me grab some boards or something. But that's it. This is the build. And if we complete it here, you'll see we get playmaking point. It's not a bad build name. Like, it looks kind of cool, but is it worth all of the things that we're sacrificing for this build name? I just don't think it is. Like, it's nice, but it's not that nice. It's not worth sacrificing all these stats for playmaking point. It's not even playmaker. It's playmaking point, man. No one wants that. And then I'll show you here too. We'll take some off steal. If I were to bump my three-pointer up to a 78, and then we'll take a little more off steal here, and then bump my driving layup up to just an 80, just enough to get my ankle taker takeover, literally up by 1. If we bump it up 78 and 80, and we continue, it changes our build name to playmaking inside out threat. Like, we quite literally changed 3 stats. We put our shooting up by 2. It's still under an 80, and we put our driving layup up to an 80 from a 79. Those few stat changes changed the build name. That's it. So don't make the second build. I mean, I showed it to you because I just figured, you know, if you want to know it, then there it is. You can try playing with it. Maybe you can tweak it and figure out something that I couldn't figure out, but that's the best I got. Until the third build. I was actually about to just say screw it and then make the video with these 2 builds and say, you know, this is what we have in this game. This is what we were given. Thank God I didn't do that. And I decided to just dig a little deeper because this next one, I gotta say, I'm in love with it. I think I actually might make it as my rebirth player. So let's start out. Already, I think you guys know what direction we're headed. We got a small forward instead of a point guard. That is crucial. You got to make it a small forward. Lowest height on a small forward is 6'4". So we're going lowest height, lowest weight, and then 6'11" wingspan. Specifically 6'11", not 7 foot, even though that would be nice, but 7 foot, we lose our 3-point rating from an 89. It goes down to an 88, which means you can't cap break it. So we go 6'11" wingspan. And this is the build. 80 driving layup, better than the second build, same as the first build. 85 driving dunk, better than both builds. 45 stand dunk, or 46 stand dunk, better than both builds. Then we got an 84 three-pointer, one less than my main build, but still high enough that I can use 5 cap breakers to make it an 89. So that's solid. Because 89, like I said in the other build, same things apply here. We get silver Deadeye, silver limitless. We don't get mini marksman. That's because mini marksman is for 6'3" and under. That's the only thing about this build that kind of lacks compared to the other one, is just the lack of mini marksman. But I don't think that's a make or break. Like, a lot of people are playing the game without mini marksman. It's not the end of the world. And then we get gold set shot specialist and silver shifty shooter. So we're getting some great shooting badges. Then over to the playmaking, we got lightning launch on Hall of Fame with the 91 speed with ball. We have 93 ball handle, 94 pass accuracy. Defense, this is where this build absolutely shines. 83 perimeter, 85 steal, 65 interior, which is still pretty nice. And then we have 68 block, but because we're taller than 6'3" now, we actually get the high flying denier badge. So I was already getting blocks on my 6'2". With this badge now, a higher block rating and a larger wingspan and height, oh yeah, I'm gonna get even more blocks. It's gonna be amazing. The rebound gets to go up a little bit too, from our 60 to 68. We have bronze rebound chaser. And then our physicals, we got 86 speed, which is 3 less than my main player. I still think at 86 speed compared to 89, it probably won't be that noticeable. Remember, it's only off-ball movements as well. And then 80 agility, same as my main player. 45 strength and 75 vertical. Now, this build is already great as it is. To me, just looking at this compared to what I made, it's amazing. But what makes it even better is the fact that it has a nice build name. But now let's put the cherry on top of these cap breakers and show you why this build is truly amazing. So the first 5 cap breakers I'm going to use on perimeter defense and ball handle. We put the perimeter defense up to an 85, which means we get silver on ball menace, which is kind of the equivalent to clamps in this game. We're going to get silver on ball menace, which is nice. And then we get 96 ball handle, which gives us that Hall of Fame ankle assassin, Hall of Fame Hall of Fame handles for days, and Hall of Fame unpluckable. Those are 3 crucial badges. And because this game introduced a higher tier of badges, it makes some of the Hall of Fame ones a little cheaper, which I love, because then you can make builds like this. And when I say cheaper, I get it. 96 is still pretty high. So is 94, 95. But some of the badges last year, to get them at Hall of Fame was just hard or not even possible with certain heights. And I didn't like that. Then we have the 84 three-pointer. We put +5 on this and we get all the badges I already talked about. I already explained the cap breakers for this one, but obviously you understand why it's great, right? And then pass accuracy, same thing as the first build. I can put my +5 on here. I can get my legend dimer. I can get all my other passing badges on legend, which is awesome. And you know, you love to see it. Now, cap breakers are absolutely game changing in this game, especially if you're trying to make one of these special builds like what we're doing right here, because we're trying to get a specific build name, which means we can't go past certain attribute levels. However, once we make the build, that's it. Our build name is locked in. I can make this build, lock in my build name at point forward, and then go ahead and upgrade my perimeter. Now, it's not making me a 2-way point forward. I still get point forward, but I have 85 perimeter defense. My 3-pointer's at an 84. If I go higher, it's gonna make me a 3-point forward. But I can use my cap breakers to get myself from an 84 to an 89, and I'm still a point forward, but I have 89 shooting. So if you're trying to make one of these unique builds, cap breakers are your best friend. Don't dismiss them. I know you have to play the game a lot to get them, but the first 5, everyone should be able to get them. And then the second 5, if you play the game a lot, I think you can get the second 5 too. The last 5, okay, relax. What do I look like? I'm gonna try if I can get it, but most people won't. Most people won't get the second set either, but like I said, if you play the game a lot, I think you can get the first 2 sets of cap breakers. And this is not taking into account if Mike Wang was truthful and he's actually adding more cap breakers throughout the year. Because if he does that, then there's a lot of potential, because I already showed you where our 15 would go. Now let's talk about if he added more. So if Mike Wang added more cap breakers on top of the 15, let's say he did another set of 5. Let's say they always release them in 5s. We can go +2 on our driving dunk, get an 87. Now we can now get a higher posterizer level. We can get 2-footed contact dunks, and then we can put our vertical up to a 78, which I believe you need for the contact animations. And now we have contact dunks. So like there is tons of room to grow with this player. And that's why I think that this is the build if you're looking for a pure playmaker. And of course, I haven't showed it yet, but I'm sure you guys can guess by the small forward position, we are going to be a pure point forward. And that's it. Like, I know it's not a playmaker, but if you're one of those people like me and you're trying to make a build that resembles those 2K17, 2K19 pure playmaking styles, you'll know that the point forward is an OG name. If you made a small forward in either of those 2 games that had the playmaking archetype, it would be a point forward, not a playmaker. So this is still an OG name, and to me is almost just as good as playmaker. It's right there. And this is probably the build I'm gonna make once I get my main player to 95. And the build that if you're looking for that pure playmaker, I think you make too. This is it, guys. And with that being said, I don't want to waste any more of your time. I've been talking for a while. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We already got some more 2K25 content planned. If you're looking for a pure playmaker to follow, watch, looking for those dribble moves, dribble tutorials, maybe. I don't know if I'm a tutorial guy like that, but I can give you my own input. If you're looking for anything playmaker, anything ISO, anything 2K25, give me a follow. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you in the next one.